Hey everybody, Miss NullAxiom here with a really long-awaited Q&A. I haven't made a video in a little while. I know I said I was going to keep to a schedule, but I was on a trip to Idaho. I was going to make like a vacation video, record some footage, but I had technological malfunctions, meaning that some of the footage wasn't saved, and some of the time there was a glare and I couldn't see the screen on my cheap phone, and I didn't realize I was taking pictures instead of pressing the record button. So I was taking pictures and then standing there and talking to myself awkwardly and then taking another picture. So that happened, so I don't have that video, so we're doing a Q&A instead. It's been like over a year or something since I did another of these. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing a lot of these just because I don't have a lot of questions coming in. I had people who gave me questions in the last one and I haven't answered them. So I'll answer those ones, but it's probably gonna, if people like want these to come back, I'll bring them back. But I'm probably gonna, focus on doing other videos for the most part. So let's take a look at them. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so the first one is from BDW Haley May, and by the way, check out her. I'll have a link to her Etsy somewhere in here, or maybe I don't even know if you can see this, but yeah, she's one of my friends. So, question: what YouTube channels inspire you, and/or what other random stuff inspires you? Well, let's see here. Well, I have a lot of like a crazy amount of nightmares where like my teeth start falling out. Like my teeth just start falling out, and I barely pull on them and they fall out. So I guess that inspires me to brush my teeth. It's weird. I guess originally I'm gonna say my first inspiration was probably PewDiePie, just because I was really depressed throughout college. I was having a really hard time my senior year due to a lot of things going on. I had a lot of background difficulties in my personal life throughout college, and it made it way harder than it normally would have been, trying to deal with all that stuff. My depression got really bad, and I was in a poetry writing class who was taught by like a Swedish professor. I originally actually didn't like the concept of Let's Plays. I just what was the game? I think I was like watching footage for Dead Island, I think that's the name of the game. The gameplay kind of sucks in it, but I thought the concept was really cool. But I couldn't afford to buy it, so I kind of wanted to watch some gameplay of it online. And I think that somehow, clicking a bunch of videos really late at 3 in the morning one night, I ended up stumbling upon PewDiePie's Walking Dead series. I really loved it, and I kind of got into Let's Plays from there. So I guess he was my first, inspiration, because I don't like all of his videos, but I really I don't know, he got really real in his Walking Dead series, and I thought that was really cool. Let's see, I guess other channels I really like. I don't really try to copy anyone, but I guess watching a lot of other channels I find really funny. It sort of inspires me to put myself out there and try to make my videos and try to be funny, which I fail at. But I really like H3 Productions. I know this isn't really much of an active channel anymore, but I love Max Mofo Games. He's a funny guy and he does good stuff. I don't know, better than my stuff, but... And I know this is a completely different genre since I try to do comedy and Let's Plays. When I'm doing my Let's Plays, I'm trying to entertain people. I think my stuff's funny, but I'm weird, so... I like the horror channels, Lazy Masquerade, B-Busta. Those are the two main guys I watch. I know, completely different genres, but they do a really good job with their videos. That kind of, I enjoy their stuff. It inspires me to put out my best, even if it's not good. And make the best that I can do. Anyway, let's move on. Santa asks, what were some of your favorite games as a kid? Smiley face. Let's see. As a kid. I really loved Banjo-Kazooie. Diddy Kong Racing was the bomb, even though I'm bad at racing games. And Banjo was in that, which was pretty cool. Spyro the Dragon was probably the biggest one. I loved those games. I almost died of pneumonia when I was a kid. Long story. I don't know if I've gotten into it. But I remember when I got out, I still had like a tube in my lung trying to drain the fluid out. And I played a lot of Spyro. I don't know, I really love the Spyro series. It's the first 3 games. I haven't played any beyond that. For the longest time, we had a PlayStation, and the only game we had was A Bug's Life. So I played a lot of that. I like to, you know, butt pound on bugs and mites and ticks and other stuff, and just kill bugs by throwing berries at them and exploding them with gold berries. It was good times. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 demo. I love that. You know, you're just skating around with the Superman song for like a minute and a half. It's kind of weird because when I heard the full version of the song, it's like uncanny that it doesn't end at like the 1 minute 30 mark of the song. Anyone who remembers the early 2000s probably knows what I'm talking about here. Oh, Ape Escape. Ape Escape is a classic golden game, even though like every character in it's like a ripoff of the Pokemon characters. It's weird. But Ape Escape, classic game. I don't know why I talk like that. Ape Escape, great game. And Pokemon Blue version, that was a good game. Got my old Pokemon, my Game Boy Pocket, playing Pokemon. My Game Boy Pocket monsters and my Game Boy Pocket. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I talk weird. It's weird. Move on. If you had to watch a movie every day for a month straight, what would that be? I am going to go with, because I actually tried to do this one summer after it came out. I was actually doing it to help myself in Spanish, because I was watching it in Spanish, but Napoleon Dynamite. Or to my non-existent Spanish audience, Napoleon Dynamite.
Just ignore the fact that the camera changed from the last video with my potato webcam. That last question was actually asked by my sister Sarah. You could call her Sister NullAxiom if you want. I think it's cool. So,
hello.
This is my sister. She's visiting, so she's gonna be in, you know, the video. So.
I also go by Triceratops.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna call her. But we're making next video together, so watch that one. Bye.
Bye.
Not again. Oh, great.
Hold on, Chloe.
How did you get stuck? Oh, man.
What's that noise? Train. Oh, shit.
Take off.
Really?